My name is Alice Marie Harding Edwards, better known as Marie. That's a long story there, but there's not time for that. My favorite childhood memory, one of them is my sister and I found old boards and nailed them together to look like people and put dresses on them and hauled them all over the farm. They were our girlfriends. We were the guys. We had more fun doing that, climbing up in the barns and dragging those bored people, or friends, girlfriends. Did I have a nickname? Oh my goodness. I hate to tell us, but it was Dobbin. The reason it was Dobbin is because I loved horses. Oh, I loved horses. I still love horses. But I would take the bottle caps of bottles, put them in my hands, and then I'd go around the floor on my hands and knees, and it made the clop, clop, clop sound. And my aunt called me Dobbin, so it stuck for a while. Oh, my school experiences. Oh, I just went to school, grew up. And there were some of the people. What would people find surprising about me as a teen? Probably that I was in the pep club. That would be a surprise. And my favorite subjects in school to study, I liked math. I really enjoyed math until I got in about the 7th grade, 8th grade. And then you had to do the, whatever it was, not calculus, but anyway, the next step, and I did not like that after that. My career choice was my children. I had children when we first married, and so I spent my time with them. I don't know that I did such a great job, but I loved being with my kids and teaching them. And how did I decide on my career? Just because those kids were there. Any memorable work experiences? That happened when I became my husband's secretary. And we had, first of all, we had 3 children. And my goals for my children as a parent was to turn out good kids. And they did turn out good in spite of me. In spite of us, I guess we worked together. But my favorite family tradition, oh, our kids really remember this. I was surprised this was so special to them, but on Christmas Eve we'd always get eggnog, and we'd sit around and drink eggnog and tell stories, and anyway, that was our favorite, their favorite and mine. Favorite family trip. The best memory from that time was when we went to Disneyland. This was, my kids were grown up enough to enjoy it, and so that was really a fun one because our son had just come home from his mission, and so anyway, that was the first time we'd all gone together as a family. And I was in the, they talked me into going on the roller coaster, and I hated the roller coaster. But I sat with my son, and my husband sat with our 2 daughters. And anyway, I was wearing a wig. And as we went up and started down the first dip, all I know is the wind caught my wig and was starting to blow it off. And my son took his big hand, put it on my head like this, and And so as we were going on down the turns and everything, he was going like this, and the wig was going all over and on my forward and everything, and all I could do was laugh the whole way, so it wasn't all that bad a ride, except that I laughed the whole way. Anyway, and let's see, and love, I saw my husband when I was in the 6th grade. He had just moved into our ward. And he came to be the catcher for my brother who was pitching on the team. And I saw him out the back window of our house, and I fell madly in love with him. It was love at first sight. And that was it from then on. Took me a while to get him to notice me. But anyway, then we dated. And the dating, we just sat together in the school shows. And then the old golden green ball, now some of you are too young, but the old golden green balls that the wards had, why our parents would drive us there. We'd call it a date, you know, and then they'd drive us home. But anyway, it continued on until we finally married, which was a very special thing for me. Most memorable travel experience? We were fortunate enough to go to Hawaii. We went to several islands, but that was a very wonderful experience for us. We went with my husband's parents and kind of helped them around. And anyway, I still remember some of the very special things that were there. We missed out on some things, which I'm sorry to say. We always hoped we'd get back, but that never happened. But most embarrassing moment. So many, I can't think of one right off. Accomplishments I'm most proud of. I don't know if you can say my kids, because they were really on their own. They turned out so wonderful and so sweet and very special. Let's see. How do you want people to remember me? That I did the best I could. That's all. I can't read my notes, but that is my greatest hope, that all of my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren will stay close to the church and stay in the gospel with the gospel. That's what I want my family to remember too, and to know that I want them to stay close and look to their Father in heaven for peace. I guess that's it.